Okay folks, welcome back to video number 5 in the Whiteout challenge series. I'm having to say that very carefully, otherwise I say Wipeout every time. Welcome back to video number 5. So we are here in, well, pitch black is where we are. I'm holding that button down so you can tell that I am actually in the game. Yeah, we are where we left off in the little whip area in the middle of the mines, and I just want to sort of take stock of where we are really. So we are actually in pretty good nick. So we've got 8 hours of daylight remaining. We're in pretty good condition at the moment. So we basically, am I going to be allowed to have my, thank you, let's light the storm lantern and pick up my bedroll, and we shall carry on. I've left a few things behind in the drawer in the workbench, which we shall come back and get at a later date. Well, that's got a grill, but let's just come and have a quick look, see if there's anything down here worth nosing at. Absolutely nothing, so let's carry on the other way. Okay, so basically the goal we've got for today is to head on to what is going to be Pleasant Valley. Let's just have a quick nosy around here before we go up, just to make sure there's nothing underneath. And we're trying to find the remaining items that we need for our construction. For our stockpile. There we are. That's the word I was looking for. Oh dear, I'm blaming the heat. I'm blaming the heat. It's still really quite warm and it's quite humid as well, which doesn't exactly help. Let's see, if you live in a hot country. It's funny, when I was in Italy, I was actually talking to a guy who was from Phoenix, Arizona, and he said, yeah, it's hot in Arizona, but it's horrible and humid in Italy. It's a different type of heat, and I think that's very true. Not going to bother taking those. It's very humid in Europe. It gets really humid. Whenever it gets hot in Europe, it also gets very humid, which it doesn't do in Arizona. It probably does in Florida and places like that, where you've got the sea surrounds you. But you know, if you're from Florida or if you're from a coastal area of the US or anywhere else for that matter, and it gets hot, you know, let us know what it's like. Because we're British and we talk about the weather. That's what we do. Okay, so have we got a scarf already? Yes, we do. So there's no point picking that one up. So we'll leave that where it is. Okay, let's get rid of that so we don't waste the fuel. Got some coal in there. We're not going to bother with that. So let's leave the mine. And this puts us into, or should put us into, Pleasant Valley. I'm just going to try and remember whereabouts it drops us into Pleasant Valley, actually. I'm absolutely sure. Well, that's helpful. Well, we are in Pleasant Valley, but we can't actually see anything. I always have this problem. Whenever I come into Pleasant Valley, I always get lost. It happens every single time. I get lost, and I can't find my way back down. But no, I think I know where I am. It's the Pleasant Valley Mystery Lake one that I always get really lost at, but this one, relatively straightforward. Okay, I'm just going to swap that for a flare, because we're back into wolf country. Should we harvest the old man's beard? I've got 2 already. Oh, we might as well, since we're going past it. Okay, so we're going to head down, picking up any sticks that we see as we go. Whoops. No, I don't want to light the flower and pick the stick up. I think I have actually gone the wrong way. I think it's the other way is the better way. Oh no, this is fine. Here we are. Okay, so this drops us down, I believe, onto the road, I think. And then we can make our way down the road to the Pleasant Valley Farmstead, which is ultimately where I'm aiming for. I'm not going anywhere near Timberwolf Mountain on this one before anybody thinks I am. I am not. I am just going to stick to Pleasant Valley. One important thing we seriously do need is a hatchet, because firstly we need the hatchet for the challenge, but we also need it because we need softwood and hardwood for the challenge, and I can't harvest that without a hatchet. So I desperately need a hatchet. Okay, so let's head down this way, and I think this drops us not where I thought it dropped us. No, I think it does. I think it's just a slightly more circuitous route than I remember. Oh, I hate it when it does that little stutter. It makes you think that you're gonna break something. Here we are, here's the road. Okay, so we're going to head down the road. Hopefully, the road's usually relatively safe. There's a few wolves that do patrol around it, but you don't tend to get the bears on it, and the wolves you do tend to be off to the sides, and you can dodge around them quite easily. You watched there having been a change in the last update, and I'm going to get eaten alive by a bear. But we'll keep on going and see where we end up. So, we need to go left and we get onto this road. I can hear an ice cream van outside. I think that's a uniquely British thing, by the way. The ice cream van. I'm not having an ice cream though, because I've already had a donut. I found egg-free donuts, I couldn't resist. Because I don't think I've mentioned this before, as I sort of idly try and kill time as we're walking along the road. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, that I actually have an egg allergy, which is quite a nuisance actually, to be honest, because eggs crop up in just about everything. Even where they don't need to be, they have a tendency to crop up these days, so it's a bit of a nuisance. But donuts is something there, traditionally they have egg in. But I've actually managed to find some egg-free ones in a famous supermarket who isn't paying me, so I'm not going to mention their name. But for the benefit of other egg allergy sufferers, every little helps. So let's keep on moving. I'm going to start singing in a minute. It's not a good thing. Okay, so we're coming up to the first sort of little clutch of buildings on the Pleasant Valley map. I think we're probably all fairly familiar with these maps by now. Various long dark videos that I've done and that other people have done, we're all fairly familiar with them, so let's... obviously we can't get in that one. I can hear a wolf. We can't get in that one. At least I don't think we can we? Or can we? Can we? I think we can. Yeah, we just can't get in through the back door. Can't go in through the front door. Oh yes, there we are. So let's go inside and see what's in here. A lot of these are empty though on this map, so... Oh yeah, this is an empty one. But it might have a few things that are of use. And I'm going to leave that. I'm going to take that. I'll take emergency stims, but I won't take antiseptic. I'm tempted not to take reclaimed wood, you know, because we've got quite a lot of that stacking up now, so... a few sort of odds and ends lying around in here. Nothing in there. There was a can of food there I spotted. Don't need the cloth, don't need the scarf, don't need the scrap metal, so we'll leave all of that. That's pretty much it, so let's head outside. Head across to the other house, which hopefully will have a little bit more in it. Okay, let's just head over the road to the other house. 6 hours daylight remaining, so we're looking pretty good as it stands time-wise at the moment, so hopefully we can make a break for the farmstead before nightfall. Get to the farmstead. The farmstead is where I'm hoping to find the hatchet that I desperately need. Okay, let's have a quick nosy round then. Right, let's get looting. We'll take food, but we're not going to take anything else, I don't think. Unless it's something that's on our list. Mouldy rabbit. Awesome. What we got in the cabinet? Nothing. What we got in here? Nothing. What we got in here? This is going well. Have we got anything in here? We might be about... we were heading for a first there of having absolutely nothing in any of the cabinets anywhere in the entire kitchen. So far, 2 tins of dog food is what we've turned up. Excellent. 3 tins of dog food. It's the hat trick. And some coffee and nothing in the microwave. Anything in here? Absolutely nothing. Newsprint. Some chairs. Have we got anything in the cabinets? Don't need those. We'll just hang on to that for a second. I'll double check that that's not any better than what I'm already wearing.
I'll take it.
Won't bother with that, we've already got one. Don't bother with those, as long as we've got a better. Won't bother with that. soda. We've got, whoops, a cabinet. Absolutely nothing. We can take the water out of the toilet, we'll do that. Newsprint. And that is all they wrote. That was a bit disappointing, but we've got a few bits, so let's head back out. And we'll keep going down to the farmstead. At least I hope we can get to the farmstead. Hopefully the weather's not too bad out here. Okay, let's get going. Keep our eyes open for random wolves and bears. I'm turning my head, I don't know why I'm doing that. Right, okay. Let's carry on then. What's the temperature like? -3, that's not too bad actually, that's pretty good. So we're not actually getting cold at all, so that's quite good actually. You do tend to get this in the long dark, which is actually quite true to life, that it's very, very cold in the first thing in the morning, then it gets warmer and warmer and warmer as the day goes on. And that is true to life, that is what it tends to be. First thing in the morning tends to be quite cold, if you're in this kind of environment. Okay, so we've got this little shop, which is only small, but we'll have a quick look, see what's inside. Anything or nothing? We've got a bit of food. Dog food, sardines, salted crackers. Anything in here? Door doesn't open very far. There is stuff in here, but the door doesn't open properly. I mean, let's be fair, that door would open all the way out in real life. Candy bar. A couple of tins of peaches. Not quite millions of them, but enough to be going on with. Anything in these lockers? Let me just hang on to that for a second. And those. Probably not those. That. Not those. I'm not going to take anything that's of no use or that I don't need. Okay, so I took water purification tablets there, but I left behind the bandage. A lot of dog food. A lot of dog food in this one. Water purification, not going to bother with the sewing kit. Anything in the cash register? Nada. Absolutely cool. Okay, so the pack is getting kind of heavy, so we've just gone slightly over encumbered. So there is another little house just to the side of here, so I'm just going to duck in there. And then we'll see if there's anything we can dump. I think this is probably going to be an empty house, if I recall. Yep. Scrap metal, which I'm not interested in. Reclaim wood, I'm not that interested in. That I am, because at the moment it's the only way I can get it. Okay, let's just see if there's anything we can ditch. Let's have a quick look at this clothing then. So I've got worn leather boots, worn insulated boots. Well, they're better, so let's use those and drop those. That's a better hat, so let's wear that one and drop that one. Yeah, that's better, so let's get rid of that. And that's going to be worse, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so there we are. So that's our best clothing setup. I don't think there's anything else we can ditch. I've got an awful lot of food, so let's just eat some of this food that I've got, because a lot of it is not in great condition anyway. And we are right down on our ravenous limit, so let's just go ahead and use some of it. In fact, I'm going to use this MRE. So that'll get our calories all the way up to the top. There we go. Okay, do I need any... I'm going to take a little bit of water. There we are. Okay, so that's sorted that out. We're no longer encumbered, so now we can get moving. So let's head back outside. And we have a fairly long way to go. Keeping an eye on the clock. I'll tell you what, I've got a Fitbit Surge, and it is really, really good, but, well, look at this, look. Look, can you see? It's all peeling away. Which is really annoying. And also, it's decided to stop swiping suddenly today, so I can't change it from anything other than exercise. So if I want to go running, I can't change it. I don't know why. Okay, there's a wolf over to the left, and he is heading down this way. And there's a wolf to the right who is heading away from us, so this is going to be interesting. We're on a bit of an intercept course here, which is not good. I think we might go for the old brave Sir Robin here. I think he's probably going to clock us. Okay, hopefully we've got clear. Yeah, he's moving off that way. Excellent. Okay, so we've got past him. I think at the moment the best strategy with wolves is just to avoid. Don't try not to confront. Let's just avoid them. Haven't really got the time and the equipment to fight them, so let's just avoid them. Let's keep going. Bit of an itchy eye going on here. I've actually not had so many problems with hay fever this year, but I've found something that seems to actually work, but actually a little bit of an itchy eye tonight. And it is going a bit dark as well again, so apologies if I'm disappearing slowly with the camera. The camera actually has lights on it, and I can't seem to get them to switch on. I don't know whether there's a button on the camera that does it, or whether you have to do it in the PC in the driver, but it's just got a generic driver on it, and there's no options, so we are in the dark. Okay, over the first bridge, which I think is going to be Heartbreak Bridge. No, Contemplation Bridge. Heartbreak Bridge is the next one. So we've got a little bit of a way to go. We've got 5 hours of daylight left. We're getting a bit tired. Temperature is -1, so the temperature is actually pretty fine. We're actually in really good travelling weather at the moment. I'm actually just tempted to just drop into this car and sleep for an hour in this car. Because I've obviously gone to encumbered again, and that's because I'm tired, so part of me is tempted just to drop into this car for an hour. Obviously we've got the barn is over there, but we're heading for the farmstead if we can. We'll probably stop by the barn on the way back. I think I'm going to drop into this car. Because I'm pretty sure you can do this. You can actually rest. So if I just rest for an hour. Wakey wakey. There we are. So that's that done. Anything in here worth scavenging? Immobility chocolate bar. Excellent. I don't know why these visors open because there's never anything behind them. A map would be quite nice. Okay, so let's carry on then. So we're back up to warm again. We've got a little bit of our tiredness back. I don't think we're encumbered anymore, are we? No. Okay, so let's keep going then. So the next bridge is Heartbreak Bridge, and then we are at the farmstead pretty much. It's a fair old walk. It is a fair old way to get from Coastal Highway down to Pleasant Valley, but hopefully it'll pay off and we'll be able to get some of the stuff that we're missing. In fact, when I get there, I think I'll just review the journal and just see where we're at. Obviously, the things don't check off until we're actually in there. They are in Quinsett gas station, but if we are have them in our inventory, at least we know we have them. I think I've probably got enough tinder now, and hopefully we're well on the way for sticks as well. That's a deer, thank goodness for that, because I thought it was for bear for a second. Yeah, so we're well on the way for tinder and sticks, I think. Reclaimed wood we should be okay for. I've got quite a bit of that. Yeah, there is a little sort of barn house thing over there. I think it's an open barn, so I'm not going to head over there just now, but we might go and have a nosy at it. I don't think you see a great deal in there. Okay, so this is Heartbreak Bridge. Just on the other side of this is the farmstead. In fact, you can see the orchard there. There's an orchard at the front of the farmstead, and then you can see it. That's always an indicator that you can list the farmstead. I once, on one game, and I can't remember if it's one I uploaded or not, I got hopelessly lost in a complete whiteout on this map. When it was really, really misty and I just couldn't see. And I only survived because I stumbled across the orchard, and I knew that I must be close to the farmstead, so I just carried on through it, and eventually I found the farmstead. Okay, so popping over the hill then, let's just do a quick take, make sure there's no bears or wolves knocking around. I can't really see any, so hopefully we're alright. So the bears do wander about here, and so do wolves. The bears will wander right up to the farmstead. It's one of these where the farmstead's actually quite good because you've got that porch and you can use it as a safe area where you can look outside but you're still protected by the door. But if a bear decides to just wander around outside, getting out of the farmstead is an utter pain in the proverbial. We shall be stranded in forever, so we could probably do without that happening on this particular challenge. Again, the gameplay does change, the way you play the game changes, because normally we wouldn't be, because I've already been to 3 different maps, and normally I wouldn't be doing that anywhere near this quickly, because we've only been going for 3 or 4 days. Okay, so we're now in the protected area. We have another pry bar there, which I am going to take, because the one I've got is totally knackered, and we shall go inside, and we'll just do a little bit of housekeeping and a little bit of a stock take of what we've got on board. So let's have a quick look. Okay. Well, first off, that's not actually that much better. Well, let's get rid of the really bad one. Food-wise, we've got quite a lot. With a little bit of rabbit I could do with cooking up. And we'll see if there's anything that I can leave behind here. Quite frankly, I'm tempted to leave all of this behind. It's not going to save me very much, but at least it's saving me a little bit. So I can't really leave any of that behind because I do kind of need it. Any of this that I can leave? I don't need quite so many water purification tablets, so let's drop some of that. Let's drop that antiseptic, we don't need that. 3 emergency stims in our inventory now. Okay, so let's go and have a quick wander around the farmstead then. We've got some water, which is always a good start. Some newsprint. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, this is going to go well, isn't it? I can already tell. Cardboard matches, well, we'll leave those there because we've got plenty of those. We don't need any more. We've got some cedar firewood, a tinder plug. And obviously we can break the crates down, which I think I'm going to do so I can use the fire here. Some matches. Some soup. Some more dog food. We've got plenty of that. Plenty of dog food on Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway maps. Some more matches. Sprint roll. Okay, so that's the kitchen pretty much raided. Let's just get out my... So I didn't want to break the shelf down, I wanted to light the storm lantern. Okay, anything here? Yes, there's a granola bar on the bottom shelf. Nothing there, anything in the backpack. Yes, the military grade MRE. Anything in here? Nope, don't want those. Don't want the antiseptic. Don't want the antiseptic. We'll have that. Awesome. More newsprints and more soda, and obviously more water.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to be sorting that out fairly soon. Done the backpack. Magnifying glass. A basic wool hat. There's always a bit of a toss-up between the toque and the wool hat as to which is the... Oops, didn't mean to pick those up. which is the better. I've got a book and a bit more, hard and softwood firewood. I'll leave that behind, I've got more than enough of that. Let's turn this off because this is a slightly brighter room. Anything else? Candy bar. Okay, anything through this way? Put this back on again so we can see what we're doing. Well, I can see a flare and an energy bar. And I can see some filing cabinets which inevitably have nothing in them, or certainly nothing of any use. But we search through them anyway, because you never know. Running gag and all that. Book. 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 We're going to be using those here, I think. So they're not actually on the list of things that it wants me to take to stockpile. So my plan is probably to use them as fuel. Painkillers. Nothing in the cabinet. Okay, so that's pretty much done down here. Let's head upstairs. I'm very, very encumbered, but we'll sort that out fairly soon. Okay, another wall hat. Reclaimed wood. More book. Anything more lurking under the bed? No monsters. Anything in the backpack? Nothing. Anything in the drawer? Nothing. Yeah, they've definitely rebalanced this where you find less things in the drawers and in the buildings. Newsprint.
Okay.
An energy bar. More water, obviously. And that's it for the bathroom. Okay, so let's head through.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, be quiet. I know. Look under the bed. More newsprints. I don't need those. Anything in the drawer? Nope, don't need that. Nada. Anything here? Yeah, they've definitely rebalanced this. You don't find anywhere near as much loot in cupboards and drawers as you used to. I'll tell you.
Probably useful.
Okay, I don't think I'm wearing any gloves at the moment, so that might be useful. Okay, step down, we've got a book. Another book. Raffling kit, don't care about. Some matches, beef jerky, soda, and some scrap metal, which I don't care about. So that one, and is that it? Yep, that's it. That's your lot. Oops, and I've just run out of lantern fuel. Okay, so we've pretty much got everything that we are going to get from here. Disappointingly, no hatchet. We will go and check the place, the basement, the cellar. Okay, we're quite a long way encumbered here, so we're going to have to leave quite a lot of stuff behind. So let's drop all of those, and we will hang on to those for a bit. A lot of books. I'm going to use the books to light fires here. Let's harvest the newsprints. Coming up on time as well, so I reckon by the time we've done this bit of housekeeping, with 1 hour of daylight remaining, by the time we've done this bit of housekeeping, I reckon that will be the end of this video. Part number 5. So we're getting a shift on with this. We're gathering stuff fairly well. Once we've done this housekeeping, I'm just going to have a quick look. To be honest, I think we've pretty much collected a lot of things like tinder plugs and stuff like that. We've definitely got enough now. So I think from this point on, if I see any newsprint, I'm not going to bother taking it. Plus you can harvest sticks down for tinder, so if you get more sticks, you can harvest those down as well. Okay, so what we got in here. Okay, we don't need so many matches, so let's drop some of those. Okay, we're looking okay with everything else in there. Food-wise, we've got plenty. Water, we've got plenty. So that's what's really weighing us down at the moment. Clothes-wise, we can drop that. Oh no, I am actually wearing some mittens, but these are slightly better ones. So we'll. That is going to make no difference. So we'll get rid of it. We'll get rid of that. So that's the best configuration we have with what we've got. Obviously we're still massively overweight, but in theory we'll probably correct some of that because we'll be eating some of the food, drinking some of the water, and of course using up some of the wood in the fire. Okay, so we're drained, we're thirsty, but we are actually doing pretty well. So what I'm going to do, we're going to drink. Normally I'd head upstairs for the bed, but I think I can't be bothered doing that in the dark, so I might just put the bedroll down here. But before we do that, let's have a quick look at the journal, because what we want to do is see what we have and what we need to get. Hardwood softwood, well, we've got a bit more of that now, but we're still quite a way off that. Reclaimed wood, I reckon we'll probably be alright with that. Sticks, well, we've got 32 sticks, so we're definitely okay there. Tinder, we're actually already there with anyway. Rifle cartridges, well, we've got another 2, so that's useful. Hatchet, we still haven't got. Potable water, we're going to sort out at the end. And lantern fuel, we haven't found any more of yet. So, we're getting there. We're still a way off. I'm not going to bother picking up any more newsprint. I think we've got more than enough of that. But we really need to find a hatchet. So we'll head into the basement, and then we'll head to the barn, and then we'll head back via the mines, and we'll head back to Princess gas station and drop everything off, and then take stock of where we are and what we still need to go and find. And then we might have to make a trip to Mystery Lake, go and see if we can find something in camp office or the dam or somewhere like that. The downside of going to Mystery Lake from Princess gas station from the coastal highway is that we will have to deal with Fluffy, because we will have to pass through the dam. There is no other way of doing it, so it's a bit tricky, that one, whether we really want to do that. But anyway, so we'll think about that one next time. So that's the end of video number 5. So I shall say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon for some more Long Dark.